In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. If Ronaldo stand with his ball, Dato Siti Haliza with her microphone, but today, on this fine day, I stand here with my speech entitled The Importance of Community Service in Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, what is community service? Well, in Islamic perspective, social work or community service has been classified as any form of deed that one may carry out, which is in fact extended to benefit fellow human beings, animals, or even the environment surrounding him. Such deed can bring visibly huge contribution to mankind at large, like the revolution of smartphone, which has changed the way people live today. It may also be a tiny invisible favor, like donating or removing a branch of tree with thorns for the people walkway in the middle of the night in the presence of nobody. Members of the floor, with such broader framework given to social service and community service, every individual in every community is entitled to involve themselves in social work and community service in a way or another. Howard Zinn once quoted, "Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world." In fact, such involvement or contribution can be either physical, verbal, intellectual, or moral, yet it will still leave a positive impact on the gaining parties. Now let's take a look at what the Quran has said with regards to social work and community service and their rewards. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2:177, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has outlined righteousness when He distinguished virtues and righteous deeds from perpetual claims, which means virtue does not consist in whether you face the east or the west. Virtues mean believing in God, the last day, the angels, the book, and the prophets. Virtuous are those who, despite their suffering, give away their wealth to their relatives, to the orphan, to the poor, to the travelers, to those who ask for charity, and to set slaves free, and who attend to their prayers, and who keep their pledge when they make them, and to show patience in hardship and adversity and in time of distress. Such are the true believers, and such are the God-fearing. Ladies and gentlemen, in this verse, we understand that even when one possesses strong belief in Allah, in His angels, and in His scriptures, even when one consistently establishes prayer, there are additional significant virtues which a Muslim is supposed to carry out, such as giving away a part of one wealth to their relative, to the orphan, to the poor, to the travelers, and those who ask when in need. In other words, we have to sacrifice a little bit of what we love if we intend to be a part of any social work and community service significantly. We also need to be faithful and punctual, as well as we are expected to be patient at all times as possible. Wealth can be physically measurable, like money, food, properties, clothes, and others. Members of the floor, it's important to indicate that the physically measurable wealth we are referring to in this instance is not the decreed zakat, which every able Muslim is supposed to give out, willingly or unwillingly. It's rather a wealth of convenience or leisure which Allah has chosen to bestow upon us, which all come after we had done with the obligatory. When we become faithful and practice punctuality, it will help us to maintain our social respect and values in the communities. In fact, constant practice of patience can bring us peace, unity, and solidarity. Dear audience, one of the greatest social work one can ever provide to serve mankind is to have an intention of doing everything for Allah's sake, with a clear objective to serve mankind. In fact, we should social service Once it is understood, it is everyone's responsibility in their communities. In fact, we should not undermine the effect of the service that we provide, for we don't know the extent to which a small service can go. Remember, in order to achieve a great achievement in life, we must be willing to make a sacrifice. In fact, a great achievement usually born of great sacrifice and is never the result of selfishness. With that, I end my speech with Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.